Okay, we're going to start with a certain drawing I made. If you notice, this is like a tangled expressways, overpasses. I was watching some of those murder mystery shows, and most of those people, the missing people, they find them under overpasses and in the trees, in the forests, in the bushes, hidden under leaves. So I was writing what I was listening to. This one is just my mind, my imagination. I let it go. I just let it go. I started with this. Let me see. I started with, I believe, him. And I added her. Then I went to this one. And then I added this one. And then she came about. And once I had this chunk here, this one came about. We have a little dog here. And all of these are made with dots. Dots, 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 dots. It's a kind of art called pointillism. Pointillism. And I do not pre-sketch it. If I do, I'll do little dots with a light color, and then I kind of fill it all in. But there's no complete straight lines in here or zigzag lines or anything. It's all dots, points. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's me. It's not very clear. But it's all dots. Dots, 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 dots. I added a king and a queen, a dog, cat, an owl. This is supposed to be a horse. But some people thought it was a cow, I guess because it's black and white. I don't know. And this fellow here, he's just scared. Look at those big eyes. He looks scared and worried about something. I don't know where that idea came from. Then we have the owl. Here's another person hiding behind everybody. And then we have the last one that was added. But it's all pointillism, even the sky, the background. This next one, if anybody wants to analyze my paintings or my art projects, you're welcome to it. I like to know why these things are coming out of my brain. But anyway, I started out with just the fence and the vines growing, grass, the sun and the clouds and everything. And then I was like, let's put some people in here. So we don't know whether these people are coming in to the yard or they're escaping. They're leaving the yard. My son gave me some tips on this one because my fence used to be a lighter color. It used to be like maybe like this section here, a lighter color. But he says since the sun is setting on that side, we should make this a little bit darker. Put some more shade into it. So I added more shade into this section. Okay, let me know what you think about these things, these creations. I haven't named them yet. I'm just starting. I also want to learn how to reproduce them and sell, make copies, prints, and start making some money with the talent that I have. Here's another one. This one is more of a portrait. Let me see. Nope, nope, wrong way. Uh-oh, how can I do it? Well, I'm gonna need to lift the camera up a little bit. Excuse my arm. Well, that's the best I can do. This one, I began with a tree. I've seen these trees, like what are they called? Excuse my phone. I'm new at this, but I'll learn. Where as the plant is growing, they're braiding the branches, so it looks like a really nice pattern on the trunk later on when it's an adult bush or tree. So I tried to do that here, braiding the branches. Can you hear that mockingbird in the background? I also have chickens, so you'll hear the chickens crowing, the roosters crowing and the chickens clucking. So I make this one into a little bush, little orangey red blooms, little flowers. Then I built it into what I would say was an eye. And if you look at it this way, it could be another tree in the winter time. Another tree during the winter. Or it could be in the spring and it's dead. A dried up old tree. Then I kept going up, added the eyeshadow for the eye. And then we got into some hills and mountains. Some hills and mountains, the sky, and then darkness. I'm very interested to see what you guys think. What exactly am I trying to share with you here? What message do you think I am trying to share? Okay. The next one is kind of similar. We have more mountains, some trees on the sides, the sun. You decide whether it's setting or rising. I do have a few little birds flying around. And the background, it's a little bit different than I usually do. Usually it's like all bluish green, light purple. But I kind of added different colors this time. And just little roads, little paths going every which way, all around the main drawing. I guess I like nature, mountains. I especially like the way I made the sky here. I've got reds and blues and greens and like once you do this pointillism, you blend all these colors together. Your eyes, your mind will put them all together into one kind of a image because they're all individual dots, all dots, and little by little they form something. I hope you can see these. I'll be improving my lighting and all that. This is the very first try. Here is my pup. Her name is April. April. I wanted to do a really colorful, so I started with this fuchsia, hot pink looking color. But then I went ahead and started with the gray. And if you see here, this is this color, gray. Here's a lighter. Let me see if I can get closer to this. This is the kind of color that I use to trace things out with. I make a outline of where I plan things to be. And then I start adding dots to it. So all the whole shape comes up. Just outlined it with different spheres of color. This one I think I'm going to need to fix the nose. I want to make the nose a little bit, it looks like it's upside down. But with her fur, she has a lot of little stray fuzziness here, so it covers up that shape. That's why it's a funny shaped nose. Here is one of my turkins. Now this turkin, I call him a turkin. Well, it's called a turkin because the neck does not have any feathers. It's a cute one. He's a young one, not mature. And again, I have the fence and the sky with the hills, the background. The grass. Let me see if I have another one. Yes, I do. Here's a cityscape. This one I actually put people in here. Usually it's just the buildings. It's pretty challenging to do those point of reference, that things that are closer to you are big, and then the farther they are, they get smaller. I do pretty good with the big things, but as you notice, like the roofs, I still need work with the roofs. How to angle that and the windows. Big chunky things I can do, but I still have to develop my point of reference kind of thing. to angle those windows and doors. We have a lonely person sitting on the porch. I think she was reading a book. Then we have the shrubbery and someone else standing at the doorway or the entrance. Another man. I think he's an elderly man trying to go up those steps. I hope the landlord put some kind of railing so it won't fall. And we have a visitor knocking at the door over here. The neighbor watering her plants. And up top we have someone looking off the balcony. I tried to do like the wrought iron, curly Q designs. What do they call it? French colonial or something? I don't know, I forget. But you know, the wrought iron bars. And then we have the hills, mountains in the background with more trees. We do have a few birds. There's one bird here. A bird really far away. And there's another one. And here's another one. Even though I make these pictures, you go back and look at them and you might see images in the dots. It's really interesting. I like this kind of art. And then we have this one. Again, the point of references are kind of off. This should have been a little bit farther inward. But again, everything is made with dots, 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 dots. I like the way this tree came out. It's pretty cool. You see the little different kinds of shading and stuff. Came out pretty nice. The rocks. Sometimes I surprise myself. Because again, you know, I am a self-taught. I see things, get ideas, and then I try it by myself. So I'm not saying I'm an expert, but in our next lessons, our next presentations, I will be starting a new project. I have a friend that wants me to make a drawing of her dog. So as soon as she sends me the image, we'll do the dog. We can do it together. Let's see. Here's more of an abstract one. There's the wind blowing through the mountains. Then we have some plants. I think it's a cherry tree because it's got little dots, red dots. Cherry tree. I think with this camera you can't really see the different colors. Maybe as I make more money, I'll be able to get better cameras. You'll be able to see it better. But it's like semi-realistic to abstract with the wind. And you notice these circles, the trail kind of spirals. They spiral into the circles. Can't really see them very clearly here, but they spiral in. And the sky, it's got different hues of blue, different shades of blue. It also has purple and pink, fuchsia. But again, your eyes see this, your mind blends it together to make it one shade. Let me see. That's it. That's it for right now. Let me see. Before I go, again, my name is Nora. Bella. I put them together in one word. That's my signature. I'm really Nora Belinda, but I put it together as NoraBela. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later, alligators.